This is a broadcast coming from the Gridiron Virtual League. We will see Dallas going up against Cleveland today. The Dallas head coach is very, very excited. The Cleveland head coach is very, very excited. Well, they actually played last night, but I'll be running a play-by-play of everything that is going on here, so you guys can start to get to know the players, get to know the coaches, and without further ado, let's get right into it. As we see right here. Cleveland gets the ball first. Cleveland team name being the Zero Percenters. As to why, I don't know. The head coach is under the impression that and not really under the impression, but very very confident that he will lead his team to victory this year, or I should say this season. And the Dallas head coach came in with a humble approach. Now this is a preseason game. This is a game that they wanted to set up as exhibition, kind of a week one who's who type of matchup. But this is still going to be a very good game, a very very nice matchup. And right now we see Cleveland at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10, and Barber gets the ball, but Cleveland head coach didn't know what to do with his player on that one. So going into the next play, um, looks like a 2nd and 18, ball coming from the 23-yard line, and Welch is sacked. Looks like he was brought down by Vincent Welch, actually the D lineman for Dallas, and I was really looking forward to this game, especially when I watched it last night when the two went up against each other. It was a very, very, very good game, very solid contest. For those of you who have seen the unedited version of it, um, Dallas blew out Cleveland, and at the beginning of this game, I thought it would be a close contest. Both teams are very closely matched up, but um, I guess that's not really what ended up happening. One team came in with a humble approach. The other team came in kind of being cocky, for lack of a better term. But now we're gonna get to see this Dallas offense. Dallas, the leader of the Dallas offense is Kenyon Janikowski. He hands it off to Tyrone Smith. Gains a couple, tackled by Ray Cohen. Ball now at the 50-yard line. Score still remains 0-0. Tyrone Smith getting the ball again, running out to the right side, and picks up a solid gain of about 15. So these two teams are very very good. I just think that Cleveland really is going to have to get their head in the game when it comes into the regular season. Kenny Janikowski dropping back, and he passes it. The pass is complete to Allison, and Allison is caught after he gets the first down. Marquise Allison, that is 11 yards receiving, 11 yards on the game. Now we're at 2:52. Tyrone Smith gets the ball and he cuts in, and he is tackled, brought down by what it looks like. I'm not entirely sure who brought him down, but anyway, we're going on to the next play. Kenny Janikowski drops back, and is he going to throw the ball? He throws the ball, and the pass is complete to Derek Ward, and Derek Ward is able to get in for the. No, he doesn't get in for the touchdown. Actually, they stop him short. I thought he got a touchdown on this play. There were quite a few close calls throughout this game. Um, but overall, again, Dallas played the better game. Um, Dallas played the better game overall. But 1st and goal, from a few inches away, 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, and we are going to see Tyrone Smith run it straight up the gut for a touchdown, and we'll be seeing a bunch of Tyrone Smith today. I believe Tyrone Smith ended up getting somewhere around uh, I think 300 yards rushing, and that right there is something. The kick just there on the PAT. Um, yeah, that's just something that Dallas is going to have to work on. That's something that they struggled with um, quite a lot while they've been practicing with their team. Um, but the head coach knows, he knows that kicking is going to have to be a main point of attack for them, and he'll definitely get on that. But now we have Daxton Welch in the shotgun formation with John Barber next to him. He throws a pass, and the pass is incomplete. So now we're going to get a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. And Barber gets the ball, but he is brought down by Ray Lewis after a gain of about 3. So now we're going to see Vincent Welch under center. And don't know what that was either. And it looks like the head coach thought he was going to try and run away, but he couldn't escape that line. So now Cleveland has to punt it, and this is what hurt Cleveland this entire game. All of the punts. Now if Cleveland works on the offensive game and works on finding the men that are open, then Cleveland will do such a better a much better job. But this head coach that is helming this team here just needs to do a better job at gameplay. But now we have the Flamingos. We have Kenyon Janikowski dropping back, and Kenyon Janikowski starts to scramble, but he stops. He sees a man open, and he throws, and it is caught. And it looks like the man who caught that one was I'm not entirely sure, but ball's handed off to Tyrone Smith for no gain. 1 minute and 7 seconds left, and we are 2nd and 10, ball at the 19-yard line. Ball handed off to Tyrone Smith. He shakes off 2 tacklers and is brought down by Lamar Miller at the 14-yard line, 3rd and 4. All right, we have Kenny Janikowski. We have a strong right. Both running backs pull off to opposite ends. Kenyon Janikowski scrambles. He scrambles for the first down, and Kenyon Janikowski is brought down. Looks like he was brought down by Forrest James at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Dallas. So Kenyon Janikowski drops back. He's running, and he throws the ball, and it is complete for a touchdown to Zach Collins, a gain of 9 yards on the touchdown, and it looks like Dallas is going to go for 2. Dallas going for 2, hands the ball off, pitch right to Tyrone Smith. Tyrone Smith angles, dodges a defender, and gets in for the touchdown. So now we see Dallas up 14-0, 21 seconds left in the first quarter, and this is pretty much the story of the entire game. But anyway, Henry Nichols catches the ball, and he returns it up to the roughly the 40-yard line. 16 seconds left. It looks like he actually got to the 37-yard line, but 16 seconds left. 1 minute and 10. Not 1 minute and 10. 1st and 10. So we're going to see a snap by Daxton Welch, and he throws the ball, and it is caught by Capetillo. Jay Capetillo on the reception, and now we're gonna go into the second quarter actually. Well, after they pick the play, but don't think they'll be able to get a playoff. Well, they won't be able to get a playoff, and so now we're gonna go into the second quarter, and so both of these teams, like I said, will meet again in week 1. Week 1, for those of you who don't know, starts November the 7th. November the 7th. November the 7th at 7 p.m. is when the first game will actually be played, and it will be played against these 2 head coaches. And I think that the Cleveland head coach is going to learn from his mistakes. I think he's going to do a better job come their first actual game. Also, for those of you who don't know, there will be another game that will be uploaded later tonight. The Dragons are looking to face off against the Bears tonight, and that should be a great matchup as well. Both very competitive coaches, very competitive teams, and I think that game should also come down to the wire. But I'm not entirely sure. I was really hoping that this game would come down to the wire, but it didn't. And there was an interception, and don't know who intercepted that one, but there was an interception. 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. The interception, interception by Dallas. Dallas is going to gain possession of the ball, and there is 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. Um, and it looks like Lincoln Johnson is who caught that interception, and then Tony Carter on the reception for this one, uh, caught at the 40-yard line, and Tyrone Smith ducking and dodging in and out of tacklers, and again, story of the game. That's all that happened all game. Tyrone Smith just cutting it up, dipping and dodging in and out of tacklers, and this is what Cleveland has to work on. They have to work on their run defense. The head coach is going to have to make better calls, and just analyze it. The Dallas offense, the Dallas head coach, all he's calling is run plays. So I think that a shift in personnel, or maybe some other changes might really help Cleveland, especially come week one. Now that these two teams have played each other, kind of gotten a preview of what to expect come week one, and a wide open catch by Zach Collins for the touchdown that makes it I believe, 20-0, and then another kick by Dallas that is no good. And again, this is something that they're going to have to figure out as they move on and as they move forward. But now they are kicking the ball off, and Nichols is going to try and make a return, and he is stopped right around the 30-yard line, called the 29, and we have 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. So it looks like Welch is rolling out to the right. He's going to try and scramble for 3 yards. Nope, he throws it, and that is a caught ball. Looks like a second and inches with 3:36 remaining. Or the clock is winding down. So we're going to see another play here, and I was really hoping that Cleveland actually did something with this game. I really was rooting for them this entire time. And he's throwing to Louis Yak, and Louis Yak catches the ball. Looks like around the 33-yard line, 29-yard reception, 1st and 10. Again, ball at the 32-yard line. 3 minutes left in the quarter, and we're going to see Daxon Welch drop back, and he's going to throw a pass, and he throws it right to Mo Woodson, and Mo Woodson gets the interception, tackled by Louis Yak at the 25-yard line. Dallas gains possession of the ball, and we will see Kenyon Janikowski come out to command this offense yet again. Kenyon Janikowski on the drop back. Kenyon Janikowski throws, and the ball is caught by Derek Ward, and Derek Ward goes in and scores the touchdown. So it looks like they're going to also go for two on this one as well, and we're going to see what happens here. And it looks like their 2-point attempt was failed, so score is still 26-0. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, and if you guys haven't noticed, the clock isn't running off of real minutes and seconds. For those of you who have played Axis football, the game speed is set to 4. The quarter length is set to 5 minutes. The SL clock should be set to 30 seconds actually. And then the clock speed is set to 4. I'm sorry, the game speed is actually set to 0.6. For all of you guys who have played Axis football and we're looking for some gameplay settings. The game roughly lasts about 40 minutes long, but we'll see Cleveland and Daxon Welch come back out here again. Daxon Welch rolling out to the left. Daxon Welch throws a pass complete to Jay Capatillo. Capatillo is brought down near the 39-yard line. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. And there is a penalty, encroachment on Terrence Russell. So we are going to see another play called before the 2-minute warning. Well, nope, the 2-minute warning is upon us. So we're going to see another play called, and Daxon Welch drops back, rolling out to the right. He throws the ball before he gets tackled, and the ball is actually intercepted. The ball intercepted by it looks like Frank Woodson on the interception. And now we're going to see Tyrone Carter get a handoff, dipping and dodging tacklers as normal, and gets down to get a 2nd and 3. Tyrone Smith again on the carry, picking up roughly 10 yards again. And all of these small 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-yard gains by Tyrone Smith, all on pitches to the right, are what hurt Cleveland in this game. And if they tighten up on that, maybe switching, to a different personnel, or switching up how their defense is set, switching linebackers, doing something might help. But now we have Kenny Janikowski dropping back, ball caught by it looks like Robinson, actually. I might be wrong on that name. Yes, Chris Robinson catches the ball, and he gets 17 receiving yards. And now Dallas with 1 minute and 16 seconds left. Kenny Janikowski dropping back about 20 yards away, 15 yards away from his line of scrimmage. And then he runs back up, scrambling, and he scrambles for positive yards, gaining about 11. 1st and 10, Dallas from the 10-yard line. And now we're going to see the single back formation in the spread. We're going to see a pass to Tyrone Smith that is caught, dodges a tackler, and runs in for a touchdown. And then it looks like Dallas once more. Dallas is a pretty greedy team. The Dallas head coach is someone who loves going for it on 4th down. He's someone who loves. Oh no, they're not going for it. I thought they were gonna go for 2, but they ended up settling for the field goal. I mean, the extra point, in which they made one. So their kicker is now 1 for 3. And they kick off to Henry Nichols and the Cleveland 0%ers. And like their name, they are giving 0%. So they're really not doing all too hot right now. And if they can change up some things, again, if they just change up just a few little things, moving into week 1, which again starts November 7th, they'll do well. But Daxton Walsh drops back, he rolls to the right, and he looks like he's going to scramble, and he is tackled after a gain of about 52 seconds left in the quarter. And it looks like we are okay. Clock was stopped, so 50 seconds left. 49 seconds. Daxton Welch drops back, and he throws a pass to Seth Horton, and the ball is dropped. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 8. Cleveland 0, Dallas 33. Now 45 seconds left on the clock. Daxton Welch drops back, and he throws the ball to Jay Capatillo, and the ball was dropped at the 48-yard line off of the deflection by Frank Woodson. And now Cleveland is going to try and go for it on 4th down. 42 seconds remaining in the quarter. Daxton Welch coming out in the shotgun formation with John Barber to his right side. Ball at the 25-yard line. And it looks like Daxton Welch is dropping back. He is going to throw it to John Barber. John Barber dodges a tackler, but he is brought down by Frank Woodson at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Cleveland. Cleveland switching up some of the routes, and he is going to throw the ball, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. Ball was thrown to someone. Don't know who he threw it to on that one. He threw it. Yeah, don't know who he threw it to on that one. But Daxton Welch is brought down by Frank Woodson. 20 seconds left. And now we are going to see Daxton Welch out of the shotgun, John Barber to the right side. He's going to roll out to the right, and he is sacked by the linebacker Yik Yak down at the 27-yard line. 4th and 20 for Cleveland, who is going to decide to kick this ball off on a punt, and the ball is going to be caught by Mo Woodson. Mo Woodson on the return. And Mo Woodson is tackled by Henry Nichols. Gain of a few. And now we are going to see a play with 2 seconds left. Kenny Janikowski heading this offense with their star back Tyrone Smith. He hands it off to Tyrone Smith, pitch to the right side. Tyrone Smith running, and he dodges a tackler, but he is brought down by Lewis Jennings. Uh, Ivan Cummings on the missed tackle. But now we see the start of the third quarter. Jalen Milton on the kick. 5 minutes left, 33-0. Dallas up, and Dallas is at home, as you guys can all see. And the Dallas head coach was very, very excited to see his field for the first time. He was excited to get to see hit the colors at work. He really wanted to go for the pink and the black. So as you can see, with the pink field and then some of the white accents, but the black on the side. But 4:55 left, we see a run by Tyrone Smith out to the right. And for one of the few times today, he stopped behind the line. Ray Cohen, the linebacker, tackles him for a negative gain of -4 yards. So then we're going to see Kenny Janikowski drop back, and he's going to hand it back off to Tyrone Smith, who spins out of a tackle and is brought down after a small gain. Ball 37, ball on the 28-yard line. And we are going to he gained 6 rushing yards, and we're going to see another run by Tyrone Smith, and the ball was fumbled, but it was recovered by Tony Carter, the wide receiver, at the 30-yard line. And then he was tackled by the D lineman Clay Gregory. 29-yard line, 4th and 5. And here's where Dallas shines on fourth down plays. And they didn't shine on this one right here, but they do very, very well on those fourth down calls, and that's a huge reason why they'll, in my opinion, they'll win games if they keep true to their strategy. The Dallas coach loves running the ball. He likes utilizing a single back, and he loves using the West Coast style of offense. So you'll see a lot of that in his play style, but you'll mainly see a lot of running. So teams are just going to have to shut him down on the run, and it doesn't help that his defense is fairly decent as well, picking up turnovers. And it looks like the Flamingos, the Dallas head coach, is going to check his depth chart a little bit, but he's ready to go back and play again. Daxon Welch on the drop back. Daxon Welch rolling out to the right side, and Daxon Welch is scrambling, and he is tackled after a gain of about 7. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in the quarter. And Daxon Welch is not a bad quarterback. Daxon Welch is pretty good. And it doesn't help that right now he just threw an interception to Barrett Barton. But Daxon Welch is a very good, a very, very good, a very solid quarterback. But as the league members have said, it's not about the team and how the team does. It's more so about the coach. Because the team can be great, but if the coach doesn't know how to utilize them, and on this play right here, you see the Cleveland head coach. It seems like he gave up, and for those of you who are watching, especially for those of you who are this far into the video, I'll let you guys know that I have wrote out some very clear and strict rules about how fair play is to work. So the rules on fair play are, if you're playing the game, you are to play the game to your heart's content. You are to play the game until the clock hits 0 at the end of the fourth quarter, and one team has won and the other team has lost. There will be no tolerance for anyone who does stuff like that. Just runs around in circles. And those coaches who do things like that will be penalized via their salary cap being lowered. And also, for those of you who don't know, there is a $250 grand prize for the winner of the league. There are 10 games. There are 10 games. Each team will play the other 5 teams twice. And the winner will get a $250 prize. There are 10 weeks in the season, and then there will be a period of roughly 2 to 3 months in the off season. And then also, for you guys who don't know, this is not traditional of football, but the playoff games will be best 2 of 3. So all playoff games will be winner in best two of three situations. And I've always said that, one game doesn't always determine if one team is better than the other. Sometimes two or three games might help you determine, because one team might win off of certain calls or certain things. But you don't know who's the best until you've played a few times. And that ball was intercepted by Rodney Graves at the 1 yard line. So Cleveland is gonna pick up the ball, and the ball is caught by Lewis Yak, and it is return not returned. It was a 8 yard reception. So the ball is now at the 8 yard line, 2nd and 2. A minute and 39 seconds left in the quarter, and Daxon Welch drops back and he throws the ball. The ball is caught by it looks like I'm not entirely sure actually who caught that. I believe it was John Barber. But John Barber on the rush now, and he gets about 5 yards. So for those of you again who've watched the other video, Barber had about 13 carries and like 17 yards, which is not good. He has 7 carries for 11, and I really think that the Cleveland coach is going to maybe have to practice some more, or do something, because his team is going to need him. The Cleveland head coach really wants to win this $250, and as I say that, Daxon Welch is sacked back at the 11 yard line. And he is sacked by Terrence Russell, the D lineman. So ball now at the 11 out of the shotgun formation. Daxon Welch drops back, and he is rolling to the right, rolling, and he throws a pass complete to Henry Nichols for a gain of 15 yards. Score is still 0-33. 1st and 10. 32 seconds left in the quarter, and we are going to see Daxon Welch drop back, and fake handoff to John Barber, and he throws the ball all the way over to the left side of the field, and the ball is not caught. It was dropped by Dewey Spencer, the tight end, and that ball was deflected by Ray Lewis, the linebacker, at the Cleveland 35-yard line, and Dallas is going to make a personnel switch, and this is where Dallas shined from the rest of the game. As soon as he made that switch for Terrence Russell to go on the right side, after noticing that that the Cleveland head coach loved rolling that quarterback out to the right, he switched that D lineman over, and he started to get a lot of quarterback pressures. He started to get sacks, and you'll see that as the plays come up, you'll see that Dallas is doing such a better job managing not only their team, but what they are given. And also, just a piece of knowledge for all of you: the way that this league is set up, all of the league members are allowed to, and that's Terrence Russell right there, running from east to west to go pick up that quarterback. So for those of you who don't know, the way this game is played is right now there are 6 teams in the league. The league can expand up to 12 teams though, and like I said, playoffs are best 2 of 3. The top 4 teams, and for this specific season, the top 4 teams will go to the playoffs. But every team is allowed 10 players that they can specifically hand pick for their game. They get 10 players that are A overall, and they get 5 players that are A overall, and 5 players that are a B overall. And depending on how they spend those points, and right there, I believe that's Terrence Russell on the sack, and this is what you see throughout the rest of the game as we start the fourth quarter. So there, all of the coaches are allowed to choose which 10 players they want to populate their team, and the rest of their team is populated with roughly C average players. So every team ends up averaging out to actually a B. Some teams have a little higher than that, some teams a little lower, but all teams on average are the same team. It's all based off of what the head coach picked, and this right here. So Cleveland decided to punt. I wouldn't have punted in this situation. You're down 33, 4 minutes and 22 seconds left. It was go time. As after the second quarter ended, it was go time. You were down 33. You're down 33-0. So there has to be some type of urgency. And in my opinion, I just think that the Cleveland head coach just was not prepared for this game. And that's fine. This is an exhibition game. But he's gonna have to he's gonna have to do much better. But Kenny Janikowski rolling out, Kenny Janikowski throwing, and the ball is dropped incomplete. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For those of you who are watching, and Kenny Janikowski drops back, and he is going to roll out to the right side, and he's going to throw a pass very deep down to Tony Carter, and Carter is not able to reel it in. Garrett Cobb on the deflection at the 16-yard line. Now it's a 4th and 9. And it looks like Dallas is going to go with a single back spread. And let's see what they do here. And they're probably going to do something that they've been doing all game long, that Cleveland just never picked up on. And that's what they do. They're just going to run the ball. And while Tyrone Smith was stopped, and he was stopped by Garrett Cobb on this one, who has been a little over the field today. A tackle, a deflected pass, and some other notable statistics. And right there, Terrence Russell weaving to make sure he gets Daxon Welch, and this is where Dallas succeeded. And if Cleveland were to have taken advantage of substitutions, the game could have went better. If better decisions were made, the game could have went better. But now we see from the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Cleveland having the ball. Cleveland gaining the ball. The ball was caught by actually caught there by, it looked like, Henry Nichols on that previous play. But now we are going into 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And it looks like we are going to see Daxon Welch drop back. And he was able to break the tackle from Terrence Russell, but he was able to break a tackle from Terrence Russell, and he was able to get it to Jay Capatillo, and score that touchdown. And this is finally where Cleveland gets to score. But it's too little, too late. It's 2 minutes left. They kicked the onside kick, and they didn't get it, which sets up Dallas for some really good field position. And Tyrone Smith is just going to run the ball, and Tyrone Smith breaks the Ivan Cummings tackle. He is brought down by Lewis Jennings, down at the somewhere. But so now Tyrone Smith is going to vault out to the left side, and he is brought down behind the line, brought down by Garrett Cobb. And now we are going to see Kenny Janikowski drop back. Kenny Janikowski is going to roll to the right. Kenny Janikowski is going to throw to Derek Ward, and then Derek Ward will be tackled by Rodney Graves at the 27, called the 26-yard line. And now we are going to see a play with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Kenny Janikowski drops back. He is going to roll out to the right side, and is he going to do something with it? He's going to throw the ball to Tyrone Smith, and Tyrone Smith catches it. And now we are at the 2-minute warning. Tyrone Smith catches it at the 13-yard line for 13 yards on that reception. And Tyrone Smith is just going to run right up the gut and get a touchdown. 13 yards again on the play. And if Dallas keeps playing like that, Tyrone Smith is going to get running back of the year. Kenny Janikowski is going to get quarterback of the year, and the head coach for Dallas is going to get coach of the year. Now that 2-point attempt was stopped, 7:39, but again, it should have been go time for Cleveland a long time ago. This is not the time to be, well, who knows? Again, Cleveland will have this matchup again in a very short amount of time. So we'll see just what happens come week 1, which again starts November 7th. I just was very surprised watching this game. This game turned out to not at all be anything that I expected it to be. That and as Daxon Welch throws an incomplete pass, a minute and 50 seconds left, um, in the quarter. That pass was intended for Henry Nichols and it was dropped. And Henry Nichols targeted again and drops the ball again. This time at the 45-yard line. So now we see a 3rd and 10 ball at the 22-yard line. And Daxon Welch drops back. He throws it to Jay Capatillo, and that ball is dropped as well. And I'll have you note on all of these drops, there was no defensive back deflecting the pass. They just dropped the ball. So now with a minute and 44 seconds left, we are going to see Daxon Welch coming out of the shotgun slot offset, and he is going to drop back. And Daxon Welch is going to search, and he finds John Barber, and John Barber is tackled by Lamar Hodges at the 30-yard line. 9 receiving yards on the play. 1st and 10. Dallas. I'm sorry, 1st and 10 Dallas. So now we're going to see Kenny Janikowski come out with this offense again, and looks like he's going to call an audible, and he audibles to a run play. And again, this is one of those plays that, like I was mentioning before, this will not be tolerated when the league starts. Coaches who commit acts like this will have a reduction in their coach points, which is their salary cap. And they also may end up being ineligible to win that prize money. So and also for any of you guys who are wondering how you may or may not be able to get in on all of this, applications will open for season 2 of the Gridiron Virtual League. Applications will open in January, and sometime around January. And those of you who want to create a team, maybe want to do something else, help coach, assistant coach, or anything. Any of you guys that even want to be in the league as a player, as in your player will be put on a team, anything like that. Um, you know, anything that you guys want to do, you can do while that ball is caught by John Barber, and John Barber runs it in for a touchdown. But again, too little, too late. But like I was saying, and for those of you who are wondering, that ball was again caught by John Barber, who gained 60 receiving yards on that play. So now as this game wraps up, spoiler alert, you will see the Flamingos score 2 more times. And I'm sorry for those of you who haven't watched the previous video. But yes, if any of you guys are looking to be in the league, looking to get in on some of this gridiron action, please be on the lookout for that application. I will post a video. Also, be sure to follow us. You can find all of our links on our channel. And you can also search us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We do have a website that will be going live within the coming weeks, and on that website you'll be able to find all of the information that you need about the league. So this game, and as I've said it a few times before, just disappointment. Just a lot of disappointment from this game. But my favorite thing to watch was really just watching the Dallas coach go. And as you can see, he's controlling Tyron Smith right now. Tyron Smith has a big break and is able to get the ball up the sideline, and he dodges a tackle, dodges out of another tackle, and then he's able to run it in for a touchdown, a 96-yard touchdown, I believe. And that's the longest touchdown run of the game. And it's just, if Dallas can do this against all of the other teams, there's going to be no doubt that Dallas is going to win. Dallas can do great. Dallas will be able to do great things in this league. But 45-14, 35 seconds left, and we are going to see Daxon Welch come out and try and score some more points, actually. And again, they're gonna have to, whether they have to pick up someone in free agency or something, they're gonna have to do something, as that pass is thrown to Gerald Bryant, and Gerald Bryant is brought down after a gain of about 4, 2nd and 6. ball at the 29-yard line. We're on the right hash mark, and Daxon Welch lines up in that shotgun formation. He throws the ball out to John Barber, and that ball is incomplete. It was actually a dropped pass by John Barber. 23 seconds left, and we are going to see Daxon Welch gain control of the ball. He is going to launch it off to Lewis Yak, and Lewis Yak is brought down by Forrest Nichols. And then, for whatever reason, on a 4th and 2, the Cleveland head coach believes that he is going to kick a field goal, which is kind of interesting to me. And again, this goes with the fair play rules. So this kind of thing will not be allowed, and will result in a penalty if this happens. But that is what leads to this final drive with 11 seconds left by Dallas. So 11 seconds left, we have Kenny Janikowski dropping back. He hands the ball off to Tyrone Smith. Tyrone Smith runs. He dives out of a tackle. He runs off and veers off to the right. And will he get it? No, he doesn't get it, but he does dodge a few tackles. He was tackled by Ray Cohen at the 1-yard line, and then Kenny Janikowski hands it off to Tyrone Smith again, and he gets the touchdown actually. And then that ball is kicked, and the point attempt is good, and that's the game. Thank you all for watching. Please join us again tonight when we post our next game, and later this week.